Hey guys, Tanner here today to talk about our Paradigm Sport Testing Day as well as our leaderboards. And so you may have seen the flyers and you may have heard about them, and so today hopefully I'm going to shed some light on the topic, explain what our testing day is, explain what the leaderboards are, and then also talk about our new ranking system and just kind of how we're going to be moving forward from here on out. And so first of all, as you see behind me, we are going to be putting up this big leaderboard. Really what this is it's a way to celebrate our athletes who are really working hard in a variety of different categories. And a big reason behind this is also just to push people to train a little harder. It's going to help hopefully a little bit of competitiveness. It's going to push people to have a balanced program. And again, all of us have strengths, all of us have weaknesses, and it's going to force people to look at where they can improve and where they're already really good at. And so the top of this leaderboard right here, we have 6 different categories. And so 3 of them are strength related and 3 of them are metabolic related. And so the first 3, again, we are going to take the top 5 for both men and women in the barbell bench press, the barbell deadlift, and the barbell back squat. And so these are going to be max effort attempts, 1 rep max with good technique. And we're going to put the top 5 people in each of those categories for both men and women on the leaderboard. And then we also, further to the right, we have 3 metabolic categories. And so for those, we have, of course, Mount Paradigm, the hill just outside of the gym. How fast can you make it all the way up that hill? Then we have 500-meter row, which we do a lot in our classes here. Who can get it in the fastest time? And we also have 100 feet on the dreaded Versa Climber. Again, who can get it the fastest? And so everyone has strengths. Everyone has areas where they're strong. Joey may be able to crush a 19-second Versa Climber, but maybe I can get a faster 500-meter row. And so it's going to force people to work hard, and it's kind of bragging rights across the entire gym. But let's say maybe you're not in the top 5 in some of those categories. I know for me that Mount Paradigm, I don't know if I'll ever get there. I'm going to work towards it. Then what we also have is we have 6 different levels, and they go from novice to beginner to intermediate to advanced to master and then to elite, the best of the best. And so let's say you're not in the top 5 of any one thing. We've made this leaderboard to be all-inclusive so everyone can find a way to push themselves and better themselves. And so what we're going to do next is break down what each of those levels entails. Okay guys, so what we're going to do next is we're going to break down all of our different leaderboard categories. And so what's different from our main leaderboard with our ranking system here, so we've added a couple different movements, okay? So first we have a pressing kind of movement, just like the bench press and the other one. We also have a deadlift and a squat. We also have pull, so think TRX rows, pull-ups, things like that. We have a weighted carry, which farmers carries we do all the time. Most people know those. And then we still have our 3 metabolic ones. We have Mount Paradigm, rower, and Versa Climber. And so next I'm going to kind of scroll through and show you kind of what each different level looks like. Okay guys, so what we have to start is a novice level. Again, after that we have beginner. Next we have intermediate. After that is advanced, master, and then of course at the very top is elite. And so we have made these levels to parallel kind of a martial arts ranking system. And so the top is a black belt, right? That's what everyone should shoot for. And so I would say one of the biggest misconceptions, biggest questions we get is, okay, well, what if I am a black belt in the deadlift? So what if I can do double body weight deadlift, but I can only do maybe 1 pull-up? Well, the way this system works, we want to have balance across, okay? And so you are only going to be as high on the belt system as your lowest common denominator. In other words, if 1 pull-up for a male is a beginner level, and you can do elite and everything else, you're going to be a beginner level. And so it's really going to help people to focus on their weaknesses. It's going to help them to get more specific about their training, and it's going to help them to get better overall, because none of us should have imbalances. None of us should have just big gaps in what's our strongest. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the beginner level. Again, this is level 2. This is a red belt. And so again, just like the main leaderboard, we split it up into guys and girls. And so what a beginner needs to be able to do, let's say if you're a woman, okay, you have to be able to do 5 push-ups on your toes, right, chest to the floor, excellent form in the push category. You have to be able to do a kettlebell deadlift with the gray kettlebell, the 80-pound kettlebell for 10 good reps. You need to be able to do a goblet squat. Again, we do them all the time with the smaller grade kettlebell, the 44-pound one for 10 reps, below parallel, good technique. You need to be able to do 10 TRX rows where your body's parallel to the ground, so walking those feet all the way down there. You need to be able to do a farmer's carry with the color appropriate for your weight for 100 yards. So an example for a woman who's in between 135 and 185 pounds, that would be a green or a 53-pound kettlebell. After that, we move into the metabolic categories. And so a woman would need to be able to run a Mount Paradigm in 13 minutes and 40 seconds. She would need to be able to get a 500-meter row in 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And then she would have to be able to do 100 feet on the VersaClimber in 33 seconds. So if a woman is able to achieve all of those times, all of those standards, again, on our Paradigm testing day, then she's going to be a beginner level. She's going to be a red belt. You're going to get a red t-shirt to go with it, and it's going to be celebrated, right? And then the hope is the next time we do a testing day, we're planning on doing them every quarter, that you're going to be able to go up a level and that you're going to be able to improve in some way each time. And so guys, that is in essence our leaderboard, our strength standard system, and this is a way that we're hoping to get people more motivated about training, pushing themselves harder, and in the end, getting better all around.